Hello, hello, and a great evening this evening from Dr. Shirley Agassi of Jazarin Learning Institute, right here in Orchard Square Shopping Center in Chesapeake, off of Kempsville and Volvo, right before you get into Virginia Beach. This evening's story time is more so going to be some testing strategies since our kids are taking SOLs this week and the next couple of weeks. And I want to encourage them and encourage the parents. Let it be known it is not the end of the world. SOLs, any sort of testing, is to see the student's ability, what they've learned, what they need extra help on, and to see how they've progressed. So it's not a bad thing under any circumstances. So I want everyone to breathe and be like, it's okay. We've got this. We can do this. Testing is simply to see where you are, what you've learned, and how we, the educators, can assist you. If for some reason you don't pass the test, I know someone would be like, I get it. I get it. But you know what? What I want you to remember is this. The schools have certain policies and procedures, protocols that they do to help the student. And sometimes there'll be, expedited retest, retake, and sometimes depending on your score, they might not be able to do that. Whatever the case may be, breathe, understand it's not the end of the world. Whatever the case may be, it just simply may mean you need more strategies, you need to read more, yourself in the story, connect with the story, create a movie in your head about the story. If it's a nonfiction text, go into the text. Don't pull the information from the sky. No, it doesn't matter if it's fiction or nonfiction. Utilize the text to help you find the answers. Many times, nonfiction, it's right there in front of you. Fictional, you can go into the text. It might be asking you some question. Go back and figure out what is happening. Go into the passage and so forth. So breathe. Read the questions before you answer the questions. Then go back read the question, read all your answers. Then you go back and then you read the questions and figure out which one is the best one. Even if you like automatically, oh, it's an A, verify all the other choices because understand there's usually two choices that could possibly be the answer. So it is important that what you do is you read all of your choices. Read the question, read all your choices, then go back, read the question again, then pick your answer. When the passage is asking something for you to go back in the text, go back in the text and find it. Don't just Christmas tree, dot. No. Take your time and read, read, read. It's not a competition of who finishes first. The competition is with yourself to show what you know and what you need extra help with. It's not the end of the world, but at the same time, it's not a game. This testing is simply to help show where you're strong and where you're weak, where you need additional support. And then this way they'll take the information and then they'll review the data in the next school year, put resources and strategies in place to assist you. And if you excel, you max out, get a 600. Good for you. Outstanding. We're always striving to get the best scores possible. So don't play around with it. Don't Christmas tree. Don't try and figure out how you can finish it first. You finish it first, what you gonna do? You can't really do anything anyway. So you might as well take your time and read. Read and compute. Compute. Take your time. Calculate. When it comes to the math portion, go back, The ones that you can check your answer. So take your time. So again, just to recap, the tests, SOLs, parents, everybody calm down. They're wonderful. They give data. They're simply a data point to help find out where the kids are. I love data. I love SOLs and any other tests that I can get my hands on because it shows me where the kids are and how I can help them. And in the same thing with the school system, everybody just wants to help the kids, help them be better and find out where their weak areas are, where their strengths are, because this is also how we can identify students that are gifted and talented. Again, another data point. So do not panic. Do not remember to breathe. Do your best. So SOLs are simply a data point that we focus on to help us determine where the kids are, what they've learned, what they've not learned. Students, don't play around with it and just bubble in. Take your time. It's not a competition between you or anybody else. It's a competition with you, and yourself. Nobody else. If you rush to finish early and not take your time, you don't get a prize. So you might as well take your time and do your best because of the fact that even if you finish early, you can't do anything else. You cannot get up, go, get 200 and go. Can't do that. Gotta sit there and wait. So you might as well take your time, read the passages, go inside, find your texts, find the answers for the mathematics. Take your time, calculate. Use the scratch sheets. Use the scratch sheet. Work out the problem. Word problems. Step 1, step 2. What is it that they're asking? And go in there and find out. Breathe. Get a good night's sleep. Parents, the best way to help the kids, give them berries. Give them berries. It's always been said that any sort of berries provides any antioxidants as well as the berries help with the brain. I used to feed my kids all kinds of berries the night before they would sleep and the morning when they wake up inside of their breakfast. So make sure the kids are getting a good night's sleep. They're getting a nice breakfast before they go in. Nothing like a kid that's hungry and tired and cannot focus. Oh my goodness, it stresses the educators out. Like make you like, no, please. You can't say anything to the kids. You can't say I need you to get up and answer these questions. There are so many limitations that you can do during testing. So please, let's make sure the kids are getting a good night's sleep, getting a good dinner, a good breakfast, and tell them they're going to do well and do their best because this is simply to show how much they know. It's not a bad thing, okay? So, with that being said, breathe, do your absolute best, smile, read a good book, write a nice short story. I had a student share a story with me. I was so tickled by the descriptive detail she put in her story. I'm just so proud of her and to see how she's come so far and doing so well. Yes. So we got to celebrate our kids. All right. With that being said, parents, be encouraged. Cheer them. Cheer yourself. It's all going to be okay. So, with that being said, have an absolutely wonderful evening. Get a good night's sleep. Good night's sleep. Good night's sleep tonight before you go in and do your testing. Have an absolutely beautiful one and do well. Rock on those SOLs. You're a rock star. You're a rock star. Hey. So go get those SOLs. Talk to you soon. Dr. Shirley out at the Zara Learning Institute.